This year something was off though. I don't know if it's all the meditating I've been getting into or the Adderall I took the night before, but I woke up on New Year's Day and something was off. I was just like, why do we do this to ourselves? Like, you spend the last few days of December reading metaphysical bullshit online, making lists, resolutions, what have you. And then you're like, and for my last act, I'm gonna do 2 key bumps of cocaine, get finger banged in the coat check, and get alcohol poisoning. New year, new me. I don't know if it's because I'm turning 28 this year, but I'm just like starting to, I guess, grow out of it. I'm entering the do my taxes on time and fix my broken windshield part of my 20s. And I'm feeling older, and some people are like, oh no, 28 is still so young, and I'm like, fuck you, you don't know me. I feel like present day Liza Minnelli on the inside. This is still 27. This is throwing the diamond into the ocean at the end of Titanic. I was raised by a gay man. Yay! You're not all homophobes, sweet. No, but imagine learning a drink from a man whose catchphrase is, I have chilled tequila, sweetie, don't worry about it, we're gonna be fine. Margarita Monday, and it's a Friday. So I've seen some shit. And while we're on the topic, yes, having a gay dad was both fun and annoying. It was fun because I think I was one of the only 8-year-olds who found a bottle in the freezer labeled nail polish remover and was like, silly daddy, tried to take off my Wet n Wild, got high as fuck and shit myself. For the Quakers in the audience, they were poppers. It was annoying because I got a lot of questions growing up, like, but is he your real dad? And I'm like, listen, Brittany, I'm sure at least one dick you sucked before has been in a butt. Quit being so black and white about sexuality. Back to New Year's. I don't get why we do it. You also never make a good decision. Like, you do one of the big ones. You text an ex, you butt dial your parents while you're talking about sex, call one of your best friends a cunt, cry in front of people you don't know. You do something bad. I personally woke up on New Year's Day in my bed fully clothed like this. It was like rigor mortis had already said it. Hey, how are you guys doing? And when you wake up like this, you don't get to like blink your eyes open and greet the day. You have to resurrect. You just gotta, like a mummy in Indiana Jones. They're really scary in the movies, but I understand them now. They got fucked up on New Year's Eve. A white man woke them up 1,000 years later, and you just need to give it a mimosa and point it in the direction of Zanie's brunch. I had a cat on either side of me. Luckily, they were mine. But they weren't cuddling me for warmth. They were freezing because I drunk ass left the front door open on a 7-degree night. Luckily, the possums didn't get in. And they were starving because it was 4 p.m. and they were waiting for me to die so they could eat my face. It's real. Even Jesus was like, is she? She's doing the mummy thing again. Send her to rehab. Send her to rehab this year. But it just doesn't feel good. I spent the first 20 minutes of 2018 thinking that I had broken up with my boyfriend and killed my roommate. In the order of importance to me, because I don't like my roommate, which is why I might have killed her. But she keeps this little rat dog in her room that you never see, and I woke up with this vision of it, which I think was just like blackout dreams. But in my mind, when I opened my eyes, I was like, I came home and stabbed her with a steak knife. Because that's the person I am. Look to my phone for clues and see that I talked to my boyfriend, who's sober, at 4 o'clock in the morning for 28 seconds. And in white girl time, that's plenty of time to break up with someone and tell them to go fuck themselves. She knows, she did it too. And I was like, I'm gonna be the next Amanda Knox. That wasn't on my vision board. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. No, I didn't kill anyone. I did break up with my boyfriend, so I'm very much embracing New Year, New Me. New Year, New Me. And when you're newly single, it's really fun because being on Tinder feels very safe. But your friends also have all this newfound advice for you, and you're like, where was this pearl of wisdom when I was trying to get engaged over Christmas, Amber? One of my friends was like, how's your vagina? And I was like, I don't know, it's nomadic now. Every now and then it catches a few berries. A wounded antelope. What do you mean, how's my vagina? And she's like, no, your hair down there, your like situation. And I'm like, oh, it's a jungle. I'm pretty sure there's a snake down there reminding people to eat apples. So I took Sister Mary Eunice to get a wax. It's my vagina's name, she's Catholic. That was her choice, not mine. So I'm in the car with Eunice, we're chatting, and I'm like, girl, it is kind of fucked up that the most convenient place to get your vagina wax is at a nail salon. Like, I use these to give lazy hand jobs and pry open wine bottles. I use these for special occasions like Hanukkah and Gay Pride. They deserve separate entrances. And I know that there are nice places where I can go sip cucumber water while a beautiful blonde woman named Sarah rips out my pubic hair while I listen to Vampire Weekend. But I don't make appointments. I'm not 30 yet, and I sure as shit don't drive to Green Hills. You don't do that. And you also don't plan to get your pussy waxed. That's not something a regular woman does. The only kind of women who do that have had very expensive wallets for a long time. No, regular women do that on a day when you woke up and you told Jesus you would not drink today. And you were on your third margarita at lunch. Choking on salad, flipping through Victoria's Secret Model's Instagram accounts, and you're like, I know what'll make me look like her. And off to the nail salon you go. And because feminism is good for everyone, now men are comfortable getting their nails done. And if you've never been to a nail salon before, there's an unwritten rule that the second you walk in the door, you have to announce to the room why you're there. So I'm not trying to be in front of your stepdad with his soft calves and his sock marks in the pedicure chair and be like, Brazilian. They march through that back room, there's always a microwave. Too many towels, you're wondering if anyone's ever bled out. And then you have to walk back by everyone, and they're all wondering the same question, which is, did you get your asshole done too? Which, if you were wondering, it's kind of like when one of your head hairs gets stuck in your butt crack in the shower and you have to like nervously pull it out. Except a giggly Asian woman does it for you. But you did get your asshole done too, because anal sex is kind of like a McFlurry. You don't really want one in theory, but when you're drunk you might be like, oh, this might, whatever. That's the M&M story. The other thing that bothers me about nail salons are the names of the nail polish colors. It's kind of like how with a fortune cookie you can add in bed at the end and it still makes sense. With nail polish color names, you can add, because I'm a whore, to the end, and it still reads. Like this is called, no, I'm not a waitress. Because I'm a whore. I've decided that there has to be some kind of think tank in Dallas, Fort Worth area, I'm pretty sure, where the GOP congressmen send their housewives so they too can defame women during their workday. And they're there with like their Xanax and their pearls like, Sharon, how about we call this burgundy right here backdoor barbecue? How does that sound? She's like, Tammy, that is inspired. Oh my God, how about we call this blush color right here pretend virgin? That sounds great for a wedding. That's how we're. Where are my single people? Are we single here today? Good. It's hard being single. It is hard to be single. Oh, Maggie's single. Well, maybe I'll give Maggie my phone number. I don't know why you wanted me to know that. I'm having trouble being single for a lot of reasons. One of them is I have a strict no swallowing policy. And that is stressful to go over and over and over with people. It sounds prudish, it's not. You could smack my ass with a cucumber and I'd be like, it's Tuesday. It's political. Because us women, we don't have a fluid that we get to splash in your face and be like, that means you did a good job. I'll buy it. And I know some of you guys are now thinking about squirting. I have that power on people. But I I hate that you had to find out here in the daylight today. You were pissed on. And then you were lied to about it. That's what squirting is. I know because I've done it. It was very early in my lovemaking career. And I didn't just like tinkle and get scared. I emptied my bladder. And this is before I was an alcoholic, so it didn't smell weird. So I just panicked and was like, it squirt! And you can pee on someone and lie to them about it. That's between you and your God. I don't care. But a piece of advice, you can't keep dating them afterwards. Because he's going to think you're a magical squirt unicorn. And he has a magical squirt unicorn cave dick. And keep trying to milk you for squirt. And you leave that relationship hobbling to the nearest Rite Aid to get an ice pack, some Advil, and some life advice. Doesn't work. The last big shock of my single career has been that titty fucking's back. Didn't get the Vogue e-newsletter about that one. It just happened one day, hooking up with this guy, the dick starts to come up. And I'm like, he would like a blowjob. I hope I don't have to sneeze. And then the dick just stopped. Like a subway suddenly stops in New York City and you remain calm on the outside because you don't want to be robbed. But on the inside, you're like, this might be how I go today. And it kept happening. Probably because I wear crop sweaters in 20-degree weather. But ultimately, I thought I was doing something wrong, and that's why it kept happening, so I started trying to catch the dick at the top. Don't recommend it. You end up looking like a bloated anaconda. You've got like 8 chins, you're flicking your tongue out, and he's like, please just stop! It doesn't work. But now I've realized that it's actually a gift to women. Titty fucking is a gift to women because you just get to lie back and do nothing. And watch the sheer ecstasy that comes over a man's face from just sticking his dick in between a couple of titties. You're just like... It's great for everyone. It's great for everyone. Who in here is a feminist? Do I have any feminists here? That's awesome. I did that joke in Huntsville on Saturday and it was crickets. And I was just like, I think this is how Hillary felt. And I just kind of slide away. Yeah, feminism is cool now. That's awesome. And it's great because it's gotten some guys to stop doing annoying things like rape us. Ask me if I'm sure. I am. Almost 30, I'm sure. But it's also gotten us women to start gelling. Like, you used to walk into a bar and be like, oh, there's another bitch here. And now you walk into a bar and you're like, that girl's highlighter looks great. I'm going to talk to her later. Yes! And we need to start doing that. We need to have that. Because men have been doing it since the dawn of time. It's called the bro nod. It's the mutual acknowledgement of dick having you guys do no matter shape, size, color, political affiliation. You don't give a fuck. You're just like, what is up with your dicks? And us women have that interaction, but we keep it in the bathroom at bars and parties when we're drunk. You're leaning up against the stall waiting to pee. There's a woman washing her hands, and you're just overcome with Venus energy and tequila, and you're like, you are so pretty. And without fail, she's gonna look back at you and go, oh my God, you're so pretty. And then you adjust each other's bra straps, talk about makeup for 5 minutes, and never see each other again. And I think it's time we take that interaction out of the bathroom and into the streets and have our own bro nod. A little pussy wink. A little wink that's like, I got a tampon if you need it, girl. Any size you want. I'm packing. Or if I see you being sexually assaulted in public, I will blow my rape whistle like Rose at the end of Titanic. We're both getting on the boat today. 2 Titanic jokes, one set. love them. I was telling my friend about this concept of mine, who happens to be a nurse, and he was telling me that when they're giving a woman a catheter and they can't find her urethra, which makes perfect sense to me, I feel like I could pee on my hand here and be like, I don't know, guys, what do you think? They tell her to cough, and then gives this little wink. So now, not only are we going to start pussy winking at each other in public, but the next time someone's going down on you, you can just clear your throat and say thank you with your own pussy. You guys